No, I don't think so. It's just the plastic is entering the rock cycle. So you have the igneous, you have the sedimentary and metamorphic, and the plastic is going to be there and going to have a slight different behavior because of the material characteristics as melting point, as density. So they are going to behave a little different from the minerals.
I agree with him. I think that those major parts of rock cycles, so igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary, they have an implication of the processes that we're acting to form that rock. I think that's pretty okay, pretty standard. But what I believe is that we're going to have new ways to describe rocks and new ways to name them and new process that we have to account. Basically, what geologists do, they look at a product and they think about a process. So we look at a rock and we think about all the things that happened for it to become what it is now. That's the thing that geologists really love to do. So we look at something and we think, how did that form? Where did this came from? Where did this come from? And I think that now that we're entering this Anthropocene discussions, we're going to need to think about new ways to describe and new characteristics that can happen to rocks and that could be influenced by humankind.
Yes, my interest in geology started when I was in the high school. So I started when I was in the high school. I started to do to camping and speleologists to visit caves, and I get interested on the studying the environment, and I was not uh, aware with the biology, so I start to look at the rocks.
My geology story is a bit different. When I was in high school, I spent a year abroad. And when I came back, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. And in Brazil, you need to take a test by the end of high school, and then you apply for not only a college, but also for a major. You already choose your major when you're entering college or entering a university. And I had no idea what I wanted to do. So I took some vocational tests and they all pointed to natural sciences. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll try environmental engineer here. I'll try architecture here. I'll try that there. And I saw that geology existed. And a friend of mine said, oh, I looked into it and it's a really practical area. And I know you like nature and you like practical things. So I was like, sure. So I'll try geology there. And it got to a point that I just fell in love with geology. I was always a really curious person. I always look at things and I wonder what happened to them and where they came from. I always had that trace of personality. And geology just brought that out in me in an unexpected way.
It's a job. It's a research field when that you can go outside, collect samples, and visit places that is not easy to to go as a tourist. So like Trindade Island, so you have this kind of opportunity. So uh, and it's the funnest. It's not the funnest, but it's uh, the time when you enjoy most of the geology work, and you go to the field, and it's not so easy. It's not like a tourist. You you went, so no, today is raining, I'm not going outside, so you go if it's raining or not. uh, if it's too hot, it's too cold, you are going anyway because you have to do your job. Sometimes it's not so easy, but you always laugh after that.
As Carlos said, it's not easy. I think sometimes people have that idea of, oh, it's super fun and you're just out in the middle of nowhere and you're hiking, but you're always in like long sleeve shirts, you're always in pants, and you're keep in mind that you usually go to the field to collect samples. So you're literally carrying rocks in your bag the whole time. So it is hard. It's sunny, it's raining, it's 40 degrees Celsius out, or it's 5 degrees Celsius out. You're still going there to collect, but it's just so cool because you're in the middle of nature and you're trying to understand nature. I once read that geologists are readers of Earth's autobiography, and I believe in that.